Muito bem, este é o pianista e compositor congolês Ray Lema, um dos grandes nomes da quarta edição do Sesc Jazz no ano passado. O Ray se apresentou no festival com seu quinteto, um grupo que une a herança congolesa com a escola ocidental da música instrumental contemporânea. Hi, Ray.
Hi.
Very welcome to our show. We are
Thank you very
honored to have you here. And I would like to talk about this song, Matongue.
This tune is a special tune for me because I started with classical music when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And this is tribute to a great classical composer who's Jean-Sébastien Bach.
Yeah.
Yes, so I composed something thinking of Jean-Sébastien Bach.
Okay. We know that you have a very strong connection with Brazil and Brazilian musicians.
Yes.
Since when and why?
Because first you play very nice music.
Thank you.
Really, Brazil is a musical country. So from the time I was over back in Africa, I knew already about Brazilian music.
Yeah.
So when I had the opportunity to be invited here, for me, it just increased my pleasure and my desire to learn more about music in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you played with Chico César, that's your friend for a very long time.
He's
And
more than a
he's
friend today.
More than a friend today.
Yes.
And you played with him in his new album.
Yes,
right now.
I did.
Yeah?
Yes.
How is it to work with him?
With Chico,
Yeah?
it's like working with my own brother because he's my younger brother.
Yeah.
So that's the relation we have, he and me. He calls me all the time my big brother. So it's like working with family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a brilliant artist. I love the way he put out words. He has those words so meaningful that it's amazing.
And Chico told me that you said to him that Brazilian music, or better, the northeastern music of Brazil is very close to African music, and that forró is a kind of Congolese rumba. Is it true?
It is. Just listening to it is the same feel. All of the Brazilians have the rhythm in their body. And that's something that I find only in Africa and here. Because not only Brazil, but the Latin Americans,
Yeah.
part of the world, you all have the rhythm in you. And in Africa, we are master of rhythm. So right away, I feel at home when I listen to Brazilian music.
And he told me too that you consider Luis Gonzaga a kind of African, one of the greatest African artists outside Africa.
I have the complete work of
Luis
Luis
Gonzaga?
Gonzaga at home.
Wow.
He's a great mind. You see, that's what I admire in him. His music is very, very diverse.
You left Congo, you're very young, in the 70s. You went to America and then moved to Belgium and to France, Paris. I think that you live there
Yes.
nowadays.
That's where.
Yeah.
That's where
When
I
you
live.
come back to home, to your homeland, Congo, what do you feel about music, about the new musicians there?
Congo is, of course, that's very particular because that's where I was born. And to tell you the truth, they have this rhythm that very early, in the 60s till today, Congolese music is the first music that really started traveling all over Africa. So when, as a Congolese, when I travel through Africa, everybody says, "Oh my goodness, oh, he's Congolese." I must say that I love so much my country that
Yeah.
what I would say, it sounds already colored because I'm Congolese, but it's a very, very musical country. You know, we have in a country that's the size, it's not the size of Brazil. Brazil is like a continent, huh? But Congo, my Congo,
Yeah.
is already 4.5 times the size of France.
Yeah.
And on that space, we have 255 different tribes with different musics.
Different musics, yeah.
I went all over the place to collect those musics. The only problem is that politically, we're not very lucky.
Everybody knows that you play jazz and you play classical music and you play afrobeat, but I think that just few people knows that you used to play rock and roll. How was it? Do you still like rock and roll? Do you like rock bands yet? Or no, I don't listen it anymore.
No. I still like the old
bands.
The old bands, because today they rely too much on just the volume and the distortion, and the compositions are getting a little weak. Just my opinion, huh?
Yeah.
Because the old rock bands, they had,
Like what? Like Pink Floyd?
for example,
Yeah.
the whole,
Progress rock.
they had real compositions.
Yeah. Good musicians too.
Really fantastic instrumentalists. Today, there are fantastic instrumentalists, always in rock. Huh? They have fantastic instrumentalists, but the inspiration is a little weak. Just my opinion.
Yeah, okay. And I know that you like projects with orchestras. In particular, I've heard that you are working now with the Brazil Jazz Sinfônica. Is it true?
It was my first experience with a symphonic orchestra. And I just fell in love with the orchestra because something very strange happened to me. You know that we have, Brazil has the rainforest, but we have the same rainforest in Congo. And when I went into the rainforest, and at night when you sit like this, it's like a big orchestra. All the animals, the sounds, it's like an orchestra. But I didn't know that that's what an orchestra sounds like till I played with that orchestra. You know, before the conductor comes in, the musicians are there, tuning their instruments, they're trying this, and it sounded exactly like the forest. And that's when I really fell in love with that. And I'm learning today, I would like to be able to write for a symphonic orchestra, straight myself, so that I could offer that to my people.
And soon you're going to play with them again?
I hope so.
Yeah, you'd like to.
I really hope so.
Okay, thank you very much for you coming here.
No, really. It's my pleasure, and I'm very honored to be here.
We are honored you be here. You are going to play a song, I don't know how to say it.
Capue.
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 Thank you very much. Please, the piano is yours.